but we're going to be doing a replay of sorts. Because I played it, I finished it, but I didn't solve all the mysteries. So I didn't save everyone at the seance. And in terms, a lot of people were deleted. But we are gonna go back into it now. After I fix my chat, because it is fixed. Never mind. Okay. Cool. I love it when things work out. But yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff, guys. Into the game. Yes. Okay. My sound. Oh, can't have people making the noises while I'm strumming. Turned on my mobile data. Okay. Let us go again. I really enjoyed this game, so I am more than happy to play it again with you guys. Because I want to solve all the mysteries. But this time, I'm going to take it slower. Because last time I just started getting a whole bunch of things, which made me speedrun. And we're not going to speedrun this time. No. No, we won't. For people who hadn't seen it. Just leave you
Mr.
guys
Ward!
with that.
I'll waste no time, as there's none for wasting. I write from Blake Manor in Connemara. Yesterday a guest went missing. A young woman named Evelyn Dean. Everyone here carries on as if nothing has happened. She has not left. Of that I am sure. This envelope contains £200. Please, sir, accept this money and come quick, for I fear she's not long for this world. A further £300 will be paid out, if you find her alive. I know the west of Ireland might well be the far side of the world for its distance from you, but there's no one else to turn to. I hear you are an honourable man, a steadfast investigator, and, perhaps most importantly, godly. I pray for the girl that this is true.
The Séance of Blake Manor. Okay, day 1, Friday, October 29th, 11 p.m, Blake Manor Courtyard. Whew. Let's go, I'm so excited. Solving your mysteries.
Evelyn Dean, daughter of the slumlord, Rupert Dean. I wonder if my employer hired me because of my past with her father. Or maybe they don't know of her father's involvement in my brother's death. I suppose that too will become clear in time.
You can move faster by shift, crouch, control. Settings can be altered in the options menu, which we will check in a second. So I want to make sure everything's still, you know, good. Huh? And I think I'm going to go dot to dot this time, because last time was kind of crazy. Okay. Oh, there's only normal and reduced. That's kind of funny. Okay. As long as motion blur is off, I am fine. Now I'll put this on 50%. I don't know what it does. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, no, we're turning that off. That's crazy. Yep. Okay. We meet again, washerwoman.
Hello? Is somebody there? What in hell?
I can't. I'm seeing things. The lateness of the hour and the long day of travel must have my nerves on edge. Still, perhaps I will ask. You can check all evidence with the button to I'm gonna turn that on quickly. Okay, the record contains a catalogue of all evidence Ward has gathered during his investigation. Some evidence can be examined or analysed for further information. You can examine your hiring letter, for example. Okay. Might as well, right? We took it so fast last time. Like, examine everything, you know? Check things out. Okay. There's something in the fountain where I thought I saw the woman. A shawl? Got a bad feeling about this place. You see, if I remember correctly, I can examine the statue here. That's about it right now. Bronze statue of a lady. It is not that old. A few years, perhaps. A dedication to Mary Blake, the Marquess's wife. Though taken from us too soon, she will live on in our hearts and live through her kind and charitable deeds. Cool. Cool. I like bones. Sorry. I had to do that, guys. It was tempting. I should check with the front desk for information on Miss Dean's whereabouts. Time is of the essence. If you solve the mystery of the Blake Manor, time advances when Ward interacts with objects and characters. You'll have until midnight tonight to resolve the mystery of Miss Dean's departure. You will be free to further explore the manor in the coming days. There's nobody around. I could ring the reception bell. We'll spend a moment taking in the place first. You record your goals and progress in the mystery map. That shouldn't affect my stream. Unlock the mystery. You should investigate it. Okay. Each mystery contains evidence and leads. Evidence provides information for your investigation. Leads provide guidance and avenues of investigation. Selecting a connection reveals context for why two nodes are connected. Okay. So, I want to check this sign over here. I feel like that's important. Grand Séance, a gathering of intellects interested in esoteric matters, regardless of sex, color, or greed. Join renowned mystic Carmela Motivani as she leads us in the most advanced crossing of the veil as yet witnessed by mortal man. No wobbling tables, distant modes, or questionable planchettes here. See the spirit for yourself, and better yet, speak with it directly. What is going on here? Some attempt to talk with a ghost? That cannot be possible. I've heard of seances before, but always the spirit speaks through a medium, a person or object. Surely all fraudulent and spiritual dubious. What on earth was Evelyn doing here? Her father did not strike me as a spiritual man, nor one who would allow his child stray so far from his sight that she could end up here of all places. Who was this woman? Okay. Okay. We'll explore everything else tomorrow. Or should we really use our time now? In ordinary events, except there's something to be... There seems to be something stuck inside. A grate is fastened firmly to the wall. I can't open it. Okay. But there's something about the pattern on the lid. The way it's pulling me in. I'll have to return here later. And then I'm pretty sure there's nothing else to search except that. Okay, then we go in here. Lost cold, Mr. Hunter had best get on with fixing that window. Oh. Thanks. Thanks. Boots for use by the guests. These are average size boots, larger ones and smaller ones. Coats left to dry. A cheap coat. There's nothing in the pockets. It's a list of staff wrote for the next few days. I've recorded their movements in my timetable in case it proves useful. The letter is written in swirly script that I think may be Middle Eastern. A personal letter from Victoria Lau. It has no reference to the manor or planned event whatsoever. Letters from Mr. Dupre. He is half-heartedly inquiring about a business. A photo of him outside the manor is included. His expression is flat. When interacting with a person or an object, you may have more than one action to choose from. Use scroll wheel to navigate between the place. I might as well leave this here. Should I though? My luggage waiting to be moved to my room. The book appears to have been read many times. It's a book about the carved turnips. Might as well. Jack-o'-lanterns are turnips with faces carved into them. Embers are placed inside to give them a glowing effect. These are supposed to ward off evil spirits. They are based on a stingy Jack, a drunk who tricked the devil. After a night's drinking with the devil, he convinced the friend to climb a tree. Then he carved a cross into the tree trunk of Old Nick was trapped. Jack only let him down once. He promised to never claim his soul. When he died, Jack wasn't allowed into heaven for his generally sinful ways. But the devil held true to his word and didn't let Jack into hell either, so he was left to wander the earth for eternity. Old Nick sent him on his way with only an ever-burning lamp of coal from hell itself to light his way. To save his hands, he put the coal into a turnip and has been roaming the lands ever since. Supposedly, other spirits see the lanterns, think it's the real Jack, and then run for fear. He tricks them too. I hear they've taken a tradition to America, but use pumpkins instead. I can't see it being as eerie somehow. It's a faint smell of burnt paper in the air. Ink and air below, presumably for writing letters. Letters yet to be written. A copy of How the Other Half Lives. It seems to be a book on photojournalism from the Americas. Okay, it seems somebody was trying to follow these instructions, but what's the required output voltage? The hotel's primary means to communicate with the outside world. The smell of burning is strong over here. The machine does not seem to be working. Burnt out discs are where the smell in the room is coming from. I'll remove them from the case. The risk of fire. I think I'll need to replace the disc before I can do anything. Okay. I cannot remember for the life of me where the discs were. Oh, jeez. Three days since Miss Dean went missing. Is there maybe in here somewhere? No. Alright. Wallet. Ding ding! Wait, the book's not there this time.
Yes?
Hello, I'm Declan Ward. I telegrammed ahead.
I see. We did not receive your message, Mr. Ward. Our telegraph machine is broken. Regardless, I am Vincent Varley, the manager here. We are quite full at present, but we can fit you in. I'll send word that a room should be prepared, and I'll show you to it as soon as is possible. It shall be no later than midnight. But first, we require our guests to sign in, if you would.
You got it, Mr. Varley. Okay, analysis mode. You can analyze people, documents, and certain items, move the magnifying glass, and hunt for observations. Evelyn Dean. Signature. Miss Dean signed the register book a few days ago. There's a lot of names here, all signed in within the last week. More than I thought there'd be. Excluding myself and Miss Dean, there are 17 others currently staying in the hotel. Only one guest has signed in with an X, meaning this gathering has usually high literacy rates. Person X and Father Lurkin Synod signed in after Miss Dean reportedly went missing. So, does that mean I mark off Synod and the X? Should examine the book before. Wait, what? Guess sign-in times. The record of who arrived and departed and when. I noticed Miss Dean did not sign out. Now I sign in. Yes.
I see you are busy for somewhere so remote, though it seems quiet around here.
The seance has brought a great many visitors, it's true. Most have retired early to be ready for the weekend ahead.
Ah, yes, the, seance. I noticed the Miss Dean's name signing in. Does that happen to be Evelyn Dean?
It is. Rather it was. I'm afraid she's not staying with us any longer. Were you hoping to meet her?
I was. She's, left already?
She has, yes. Can I help with anything else?
You can engage in the conversation with characters by discussing evidence from your records. Certain responses will reveal new information exposing more about the character and their mysteries. Discussing topics will consume time. Select Discuss Evidence to ask Mr. Varley about Miss Dean. Ask about Miss Dean, but she not here. You mentioned the telegraph machine is down. Is it likely the storm shorted the battery? Terrible timing. I tried to wire up the replacement, but have had no luck. I'll have the groundsman look in the morning. Someone seems to have put a strange object inside the luggage room vent. Did they? Well, I'm sure they had good reason for it, although I can't imagine what it might be. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. The groundsman will have the tools to deal with this, I'm sure. Looks like you've gone to some trouble with this event. The seance is the first of its kind. It seemed prudent to put some expanse into the event. What makes this seance distinct from any others? Well, I simply run the hotel and would not be the best source for an in-depth explanation, but I will try my best. A typical seance allows you only limited communication with a ghost, limited in that a medium is needed, a host, a device, etc. It's believed that at the right time of the year, when the right collection of people gathered, a more direct form of communication could be achieved. And so those people have been gathered here at Samhain, where and when the veil is thinnest, to see if that's true. As I say, that is the belief. Whether you believe it, Mr. Ward, it is up to you. What can you tell me about Mary Blake? Marquess Blake was a kind woman and a dedicated mother. Her death came as a deeply tragic shock to all of us at the manor. The Marquess and his son were naturally never the same. No doubt that is the reason the seance is taking place now. You'll think me quite mad, Mr. Varley, but I saw a woman washing something in the fountain. I can assure you that our facility has full laundry. Nothing is washed in the fountain. Perhaps you saw a Binai? It wouldn't be fitting for a time of the year and the gathering here, though unfortunate for whoever's clothes were being washed. What can you tell me about the manor? Well, it was built in the mid-1600s, on the land awarded to Edward Blake for his part in the Cromwellian conquest of Ireland. It has since been passed down through the generation of the Blake family and has survived any number of tragedies. Marquess Jonathan Blake is the latest in the line to hold the title, with him and his son, young Master Walter, being the last two members of the line. It was the Marquess initiated to open the manor as a hotel in 1870s to pull the place through a difficult post-famine years. That's all I could say, though. I suspect there is more information in the library, should you care for more. Is there much to do outside the manor? Refreshments can be requested at the patio. On the patio, many of our guests enjoy walking the grounds, and there is a hedge maze for your enjoyment, Mr. Hunter. Also offers horse riding sessions, though I believe those are now booked out. But if you're asking if there is anything outside of the grounds, no. Gongford, the town you took the carriage from, is our closest point of contact. I am sure you will find the hotel offers everything you could need during your stay with us. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner are served in the dining room. There is a well-stocked library, a bar, and a drawing room for relaxation, which includes a variety of games and records for your entertainment. Sadly, the bathhouse is closed at this time of the year. The water is too cold to heat, and usually we have the telegraph room for communication. I'm sure it will be repaired soon. Now I can analyze him and ask him more questions like a real investigator. Cracking glasses, there must be... They must be difficult to see through. The damage must be recent, or surely he'd have repaired it by now. Unhappy expression. He looks profoundly displeased. Is it with me or something else? Hand in pocket watch. He keeps checking his pocket watch. He's either pressed for time, ruled by routine, or both. Time to ask you more questions, Mr. Varley. Are you very busy, sir? I noticed you're holding your pocket watch there. These events do not run themselves. And the manor's success depends on the tight scheduling. Are you alright, sir? You look rather perturbed? I'm perfectly fine. My mind is on the hotel and event. Of course. Did you happen to drop your glasses? It is nothing, sir. They are serviceable. I'll have them replaced after the event. Can I ask him anything else? Nope.
I need nothing else, thank you.
Then please wait here. The staff will prepare your room, and I'll be back to show you to it shortly. Now, if you will excuse me, with the telegraph machine broken, I have delivery orders to write for the morning. If you need me again, you know how to summon me.
Cool. By exploring and interacting with items, you can progress the investigation to see which objects you can interact with. Hold down space to enable detective mode. Got you. If I want to determine whether anything suspicious happened to Miss Dean before I retire for the night, then I am running out of time. The discs must be part of the telegraph machine that Mr. Varley was trying to get working. He seemed quite fixed at having to prepare the orders by hand as a result. Maybe if I can assist in its repair, he'll warm up to me. Okay, I need to remember how to do this. Okay. So, Voltaic battery is built by stacking cells to reach the required voltage output. This diagram shows a Voltaic battery with an output of 4 volts. The cell is made up of 2 discs called an anode and a cathode, separated by an electrolyte bridge. Zinc disc, electrolyte bridge, copper disc. Okay, so this is 4 volts. So if I want 6 volts, I'm gonna need 5 of these, I think. Yeah, because that's 4 altogether. Yeah, so I'll need 5 of the full solid ones, and then a separated one. Okay, if somebody was trying to follow the intro. Okay, yes, I read that already. Alright, let's give this a try. I can use these new discs to replace the old ones. Okay. I need to assemble a battery with the right voltage to power the telegraph machine. I just need the right number of discs in the right order. Okay, so we are starting with a copper disc. Then we got one of the paper discs. Then blue 1. Wait, that's 2. Wait, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then that, if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure I'm correct though. The battery seems to be working and the telegraph machine now has a hump to it. I should tell the manager. Also, I need to check this out. That I can keep on everything. That I can keep on keeping on.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Telegraph machine is fixed.
Your telegraph machine seems to be functional.
Is that so? Mr. Hunter must have slipped in unnoticed and fixed it. Then you'll have to excuse me. I have messages to send ahead of tomorrow. I will be in the telegraph room should you need me. You shouldn't be waiting much longer for your room, I assure you. It will be ready by midnight at the latest.
Okay. I should act quickly. I don't know how long he'll stay in there. Characters, location, points of interest, and rooms can be viewed on the map. I don't think I have anything linked onto my full, but I'll see what the stream tells me. Okay, yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Okay, this is a map. The yellow arrow indicates where where Ward is. You can also see where other characters are. Characters will change position every hour, so be sure to keep an eye on the map. New areas will be added as the manor is explored. Nice. Okay. Okay. Okay, Mr. Varley's mid-draft orders. He is requesting payments hold off until after the event is over. A record of who is in which room. Useful information to have. There's something under it. I think this... Yes, this is Mrs. Dean's departure letter. On his desk. Strange. Must have been examining it when I arrived. It's signed. I wonder, does it match her signature in her sign-in book? Okay. Any differences between these signatures? That is different. That is different. The D is written differently over there. These signatures are close, but they don't match. Somebody else wrote the letter of hers, but who and why? You've gathered enough evidence to craft a hypothesis. Evidence provides keywords for each hypothesis. Press Make Hypothesis to open the Hypothesis panel. Complete the hypothesis by filling in the missing words, using keywords gleaned from evidence. Press Consider to determine if you are correct. Okay. The manager's letter is forged. Oh, wait. Miss Dean's departure letter is forged. That's...
So, Miss Dean didn't leave the hotel. And somebody wants us to think that she did. But who? Can I learn anything about the culprit?
They did not know Miss
Can't
Dean.
rule that out. I have many close friends whose signatures I wouldn't know at all, much less be able to replicate them with any accuracy.
They speak English?
Yes, this is true, but it seems likely that all the staff and guests would. I'm unlikely to find the culprit based off this.
They can write.
Of course. Educating the people over here isn't exactly the Crown's highest priority. As a result, literacy rates are low enough in the west of Ireland. The fact that this letter was written at all is a useful clue to the identity of the culprit behind it.
She did not leave the manor, though somebody wants people to think she did. Okay, facts about the culprits. Completing the hypothesis is critical to advancing the mysteries and finding Mrs. Dean, as each successful hypothesis will reveal facts about the culprit. Information you know about the culprit will appear on the panel to the left. Use it as the story unfolds to eliminate suspects on the screen. For now, it is time to get some rest.
Mr. Ward, Mr. Ward, your room is ready. Mr. Ward, your room is ready. Mr. Doyle has taken your luggage ahead.
My hair's curling in a weird way. Investigate Mr. Varley's quarters. Investigate Mr. Varley's office. Yeah. I need to eventually do that again. Oh, wait, maybe I can talk to him. Right?
If you head up the stairs.
Never mind.
This room's yours, sir. Number 4. Well, this is breakfast is served at 9 a.m. in the East Wing Dining Hall. Nice chance to meet your fellow guests. Oh, I also put your luggage inside, sir. Anyway, sleep well and all that.
Okay. Unusual Celtic cross. The Celtic cross, though, seems somehow different to many I've seen. His eyes are red, as if something is irritating them. Shaky hands. He seems to be suffering from some kind of tremor. working gramophone, not the kind of thing I was expecting to find in my room. Strange still, it does not come with any recordings. With any records. I look and feel exhausted. Thick rug with an unremarkable design. A guide to local flora and fauna, though the local is in question seems to be in the north of England. Imagination, or has it been opened? Certainly nothing seems missing or moved. I can't find anything of note in here. I want to explore everything before it's, 12. A stag in the winery landscape, a skilled piece of somewhat uninspired. Empty landscape, there's not much else in the painting around, I suppose. A small house by a mountain. I wonder if this location is nearby. Intelligent and sly creature, though those traits do not seem to have helped it here. Okay, time to sleep. Freshly dressed with good quality sheets, I should rest. Sleep. Isn't this the rock I saw in the maze in the previous run? Oh no, it's stealing my soul.
My head. I don't feel rested at all. What was that dream? So vivid. Despite my tiredness, I've woken with a new eagerness to attend this event's seance, given I only learned about the event last night. I find that odd. What on earth was that?
Day 2, Saturday, October 30th, 8 AM, Otrium.
How fast must it have been going to break through like that, Mr. Hunter?
Hard to say, Miss Hisham. Some of the wood up there needs replacing, so all they had to do was hit the wrong part.
It's the stable master and the groundsman. Mr. Dara Hunter. Dara Hunter. Given his tire, he is likely Father Lorcan Synod. Those whispering women, only one matching pair signed in at the same time. Mrs. Victoria Lau and Miss Ivy McLeod.
What is happening here, Mrs. Joyce? Myself and the Marquess were in a meeting with Miss Mantovani.
Oh, sirs, it were a crow. Poor thing was dead on impact.
Oh?
But don't you worry, we'll get this cleaned up in no time.
Hayden Joyce, the housekeeper.
Sorry, Marquess.
Miss Murphy?
I was just coming to get you for young Master Walter. He won't eat alone. The food'll go cold for long.
Miss Murphy, the cook.
Well, then I shouldn't keep Walter waiting any longer. Come, I shall leave the rest of you to it, and trust everyone to have a good day.
The Marquess of Doon, Jonathan Blake. The boy in the painting be the master of the house Walter. The commotion seems to be drawing a crowd. Is this everyone, then? Everyone except Mrs. Dean, of course.
What's all this about a dead crow? Would that be a bad omen for anyone traveling today, yes?
Please, Mr. Coventry. Oh, Finn's being here is bad enough omen.
Right. Some decorum, please.
Aunt, perhaps then this is the Rory and Fiad Callahan.
Ha! She said far worse about me, and it all true. Aye, it's a bad omen, Coventry. No doubt about that.
Mr. O'Finn. He wasn't in the sign-in book. He must be the ex.
A bad omen? And it didn't show up in your cards, Mrs. Erickson. Oh my.
Show some respect. Mr. Dupre, can't you keep your woman in line? Or is your dynamic the other way around?
Mrs. Darcy is not my woman, Mr. Scarrett, nor am I her man. We are people and belong only to ourselves.
Oh.
Actually, the cards are more of a tool, a guide. They reflect.
Is there a need to prove yourself, Mrs. Erickson?
A French accent. He's likely Mr. Tosson, then. By the process of elimination, then, that distracted man must be Cathal O'Meara. And of those remaining, woman lady on the right looks more like a Barbosa and the other a Quinn.
Speaking of late arrivals, who was our newest guest?
Me? Well, oh, I'm just...
This might be a good time to mention that breakfast will be ready at 9 a.m. in case anyone wants to return to their rooms and freshen up.
Saved by the bellboy. Those people must be behind Mrs. Dean's disappearance. But who are they all? They're all here for the seance, and some of them know one another clearly. Do they all know one another? Am I clearly an infiltrator? I can't think on that too much, or I'll grow paranoid. All I can do is the job. Investigate her vanishing and probe into these people. One of them is behind it. The more I can learn about them and their reasons for being here, the better chance I have of finding her. I should make a record of their movements. It might be helpful to know what their plans are and when their rooms are free. Right away. Okay. That did not work.
You would be Declan Ward, correct?
Declan?
Allow me to even the playing field. I am Etienne Toussaint, a debunker of fraudulent mystics, and it's the topic of fraud I wish to speak with you on.
Do you think the seance claims could be true? That they can actually summon a ghost and talk to it directly? You ask the wrong man, monsieur. But many things were considered impossible until they were done, no? I have witnessed many strange things in my line of business. From what I know of her, if it can be done, then Mademoiselle Motovani can do it. You know me, sir? Not quite. I know of you. It remains to be seen if you truly are the man I have read about. Searching out fraud must be easy work at an event such as this. In what way, monsieur? It is a seance. Surely everyone involved in the running of... it is a charlatan and the best naive fools. En contraire, monsieur, many of the guests are true magical practitioners, but art gatherings such as this, there is likely to be somebody looking to take advantage of the more vulnerable attendees, those who merely believe. You suspect someone then? I believe most attendees are legitimate practitioners. But yes, I have my suspicion. Attendees and staff have their own problems to be solved. Solving these mysteries will help you uncover more about their relationship with Dean and their own reasons for attending the seance. You have gained enough evidence to solve Mr. Toussaint's hypothesis. After solving the hypothesis, confront Mr. Toussaint and find out what your deductions have revealed. Form hypothesis. Okay, Mr. Toussaint's goal is to coerce me into investigating a fraudulence for... Wait, a guest for fraudulence.
It seems Mr. Toussaint is here on a witch hunt and intends to force me to his side. I should confront him about this.
Confront. Your goal is to coerce me into investigating a guest for fraudulence?
Quite right. Excellent. I had planned to do it myself, but once I saw you, I knew you would have to help, Detective.
So, you do know who I am?
Indeed. I am an investigator of my own sort, you see. It would be foolish of me enter a new country and not read the papers, n'est-ce pas? As for my own investigation, I have focused on Madame Hazel Erickson. I'll get to the heart of it. She's an out-and-out fraud. About this I have no trace of a doubt. But my belief alone is not quite enough. I still lack evidence. Here, take this key. It will let you into room 19, Madame Erickson's room. There you can find something that proves the case. Of this I'm sure.
What makes you think I'd do a thing like that?
That's your job, is it not? And you would want to keep your presence here quiet? No? You won't hear a thing further about your presence once you have aided. Here, the key. I shall see you back with the evidence inside the hour. Yes? Otherwise, well, I will have to make an announcement at breakfast. You'll be out no long after, I assure you.
And how do you expect me to get into Miss Erickson's room safely?
I believe I heard her discussing her plans with Monsieur Aufin. You might consider listening in.
Okay. Okay, you can eavesdrop on private conversations to discover more clues.
I'm sorry, sir, but do you have a pen I can borrow?
No, no use for one. Drudgery is an oral tradition, so I never got much into the writing. Oh, it served me grand for my purposes. Do you want my chisel?
You want my chisel?
No. I was planning on taking some notes. I want to go downstairs and examine the energy left by that poor bird before breakfast.
Why?
I suspect there is something to be learned about our fortunes here. If only I could have gotten to it before it was cleaned up.
Aye, well, I suppose some folks here have never gutted a bird to read its entrails before.
Is that some kind of Irish saying?
No.
Oh, well, you'll excuse me then.
Mr. O'Finn doesn't write, and I didn't see his name on the sign-in book. He must be the person who marked his name with an X. I'll make a note of that. Okay, while investigating, you can learn characters' movements across the weekend. This information is learned by asking people, searching rooms, listening in on conversations, and more. This information will be added to the timetable. Okay, as you learn more information, the timetable will be populated. Characters will appear on the map each hour if you know their schedule for that time slot. Reminders can also be set so events aren't missed. I do want to be there for the breakfast. Oh, what? Okay. Can't hear anything. It doesn't seem like anyone's on the other side. It says targets. Mrs. Dean's name is circled. Standard deck of tarot cards. I can't see anything special about them. Remains of a letter from a contact telling her she's magically void, meaning she cannot learn magic no matter how hard she tries. No wonder she burnt it. Erican's schedule for the weekend. I have noted her movements in my timetable. The dress, bedecked with beads and sequins. Surely it's the stage. Book of Mr. Toussaint's Frauds of Their Mythology, Volume 2. It's several pages bookmarked. What is this? A mixture of morphine and scopolamine? I've heard of this concoction being used to sedate people. Is this for her own use or something more sinister? Oh my goodness, my eyebrow is itchy. Variety of average size boots. Book of Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, a spiritually something. Not bad. I skipped it. Nothing happens when I touch it. It feels surprisingly cold. Wait, so it's probably HOGD rats. O G D. Ah, that was it. Small stones with runes roughly carved into them. Rich red candles. Something about them leaves me uncomfortable.
I'm running out of time to find Mr. Toussaint as evidence.
No, you're not. Some ancient-looking pages. Illuminating Magicus Consummation. Magic resides in the heart of the user. Consume it and you will take their power. Place to sedate victim inside the ritual circle. Candles, a knife, bog oak, everything required to carry out the ritual. But who? I cannot risk picking another pariah like me. It looks to be a ritual to eat the heart of the person and steal their magical abilities. Good God, she can't honestly mean to go ahead with this. Also, I think I forgot to change my title for Twitch. Like, the game title. Let me check. Okay. Just reopening Martin. Give me a momento. Okay. Alright. Why is it not doing its thing? Okay. 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 Mystery. Okay, first of all, I need to eliminate him. Oh, I wish I could eliminate. Damn it.
Hello.
Ritual pages. I found a ritual in a room. It talks about eating a person's heart to steal their magical abilities. Surely this is nonsense, sir. Such a thing cannot be real. What more? She cannot intend on doing this. That is ominous. Rather too ominous. Certainly such rituals exist. Do they work? I cannot say. Would she do it? Madame Erickson is a fraud, monsieur, but I have trouble believing her capable of such a deranged act. You'll no doubt find many of her studying strange things, but reading a book on sacrifice is not the same as performing it, correct? If we are to know this is her plan, and not academic in nature, then she would need to confess. She is unlikely to confess to me, but you, perhaps.
That's all.
Take care, monsieur.
Okay. Let's work on a mystery for her. Okay.
Well, hello there. I don't recognize you. We haven't met before, have we?
We haven't. I'm Declan Ward.
Mrs. Erickson. Hazel, if ever we should get so friendly. I'm a medium by trade, so naturally I had to come to this gathering. I'm hoping to pick up some new skills before the end.
Your timetable. Do you have any plans for the weekend? I'll skip through fast, because I don't care about our plans. Do you think there could be a ritual that would allow a person to steal magic from another practitioner? How could you? No, of course not. I wouldn't know, Mr. Ward. I communicate with ghosts. I would have no business with such rituals. I've heard it said that some people are simply devoid of magic. Have you ever heard of such a thing? Pariahs, yes. I've heard of this. People for whom no amount of training will open their third eye. It's dreadful. Unfair, even. What did they do to be so cursed? Be cursed so? There's quite a turnout this event. Any number of people skilled in magical art. Are there any you would recommend talking with? People whose skills you particularly admire? Oh, well, Mrs. Motovani, of course, but she is so busy she's hard to talk to. Mrs. Dean is also a skilled practitioner, though I have not seen her in a few days. So Miss Dean was one of those people who believed they could use magic. Perhaps you should talk with the Callahans. I've heard that the staff mentioned you had a lockbox brought with you. It must be important to have brought the thing like that so far. Oh, well, you know, there are secret documents to be kept safe. What it is to you, anyway? What is it to you, anyway? Do you know anything about the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, Mrs. Erickson? Do I? I would sure hope so. Let's see, what can I tell you? We're a society of those interested in magic, especially the divine. What you'll hear called high magic. Right now, the Egyptian style is in fashion. The society is based in London. You should see about it. You know, if ever you find yourself over there. Studying the crash site. Oh yes, the poor bird. As was mentioned, it is an omen. I thought perhaps it was best to see if anything could be learned in what remained of the accident. Sadly, the staff beat me to it, and there is not much to be seen here, I'm afraid. Crystal necklace, an elaborate crest worn with pride. I don't recognize the symbol itself, however. costume jewelry, an array of jewelry, and sort worn by spiritualists and showwomen. Nervous energy, she hides it well, but seems uncomfortable. For what reason? Form hypothesis. You, Mrs. Erickson, are a liar, a pariah. Okay, Mrs. Erickson's goal is to consume the heart of Evelyn Dean to steal her magical abilities.
Mrs. Erickson intends on murdering Evelyn Dean to eat her heart and steal her magical abilities. I must confront her before it's too late.
Mr. Ward.
Your goal is to consume the heart of Evelyn Dean to steal her magical abilities.
How could you possibly... Can you, read minds? Or did you let yourself into my room to rifle through my belongings? Bad news for both of us, then. You can't say anything without giving yourself up as a thief. And who would believe you? Whatever it is, you're no mystic, so there's no way you can't understand. To know such secrets exist, such wonders to see, and to be kept from it by some abnormality. What's the reason? I've put the work in and nothing. Am I a soulless freak? Is that why? Am I to be punished in this life and then again for eternity? Well, I won't. I'll have my heart, my powers, my soul, and all you get by saying something is a nasty dealing with when I have them. Stay out of this, Mr. Ward, if you have any sense.
Okay, good lord, this woman is insane. Desperate, or both. She must be stopped. Maybe Mr. Toussaint will have some ideas. I can't take myself seriously when I go, Mr. Toussaint! Toussaint! Okay,
Hello again.
her confession.
Mrs. Erickson has confessed to me. Quite a gruesome plan. She is indeed a fraud. She has no magical powers. She seems to be incapable of using magic, in fact. Something that plagues her. To the point where she will perform a ritual to steal the heart and magical prowess from another ear.
What? No, it cannot be.
She is in dire need to feel magic. To have it, it seems. But also, she fears that the reason she cannot use magic is a flaw in her soul.
She's blinded, of course, by our desires. Anyone who believes in a soul would also believe that there is no eternal bliss for them after murder, especially in a manner so foul. What's more, now you and I know our plan. Here, take my notes. Let her know that if she does this, not only it will stain her in her God's eyes for eternity, but also we'll see her hanged and raised to this oblivion she fears so much. She would be better served getting off this path now and finding more mundane solutions to finding her God's favor. I am told one can cleanse her soul with coin. My record shows she certainly coined enough of that in her time. As for you and me, Monsieur Warder, our business is done. Whatever reason you're really here, your identity is safe with me. And as for this place, news of our plans has turned my stomach. I've had enough mysticism for this trip. I shall be sitting the séance out. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have notes to make in my quarters. Au revoir, monsieur.
Au revoir, monsieur. Mr. Toussaint is no longer attending the séance. He has now all the information he needed on Mrs. Erickson, which is also ensures she does not do something more terrible. The gauge decreased and the light went out as soon as Mr. Toussaint decided he was no longer attending the séance. What exactly is the device monitoring, and why? Maybe I should convince another guest to avoid the event and see if it occurs again.
Excuse me, sir.
Is this your room? Number 4? Mr. Ward?
Yes, that's me.
Sorry to disturb you, sir. Just delivering this parcel to your room. It was left for you at the front desk.
Hmm? By who?
No idea, sir. It was left when nobody was about to see. Anyway, I'll leave you to it.
What is this? A journal? It has Mrs. Dean's name on it. What's inside? How did this get here? Not postmarked, so it came from the hotel itself. But from who? Regardless of who sent it, I should read this thing. Wow. Okay. Sunday the 24th. She talks of her arrival at the manor. Everything seemed to go smoothly. Her writing is delicate and graceful, as was her signature. What are these 4 symbols beside the word supplies? Monday the 25th. It seems she bumped into somebody and was not pleased to see them. Looks as if she was to name them on the following page, but then the information is now missing. Seems pages were torn out. Tuesday the 26th, the night she went missing. She speaks of feeling of dread and she doubts she will sleep that night. Writing has become more erratic since she arrived at the manor. The sigil was dream scrawled next to it. I saw this in my dream. Did she dream it too? What does this mean? Did we have the same dream? What does it mean? Has anyone experienced anything similar, I wonder? I could find even 3 people with similar experiences, then I could be sure there is something there. This has left me with more questions than answers. Perhaps some answers lie in her reason for being here. Maybe I can find something related to that, or otherwise useful by searching her room. But in which room was she staying? Oh my goodness. Okay, oh yeah, I need to go talk to her.
Mr. Ward, surely we have nothing left to discuss?
Mrs. Erickson. We need to talk.
This had best not be about my personal affairs again. Why don't you do us both a favor, Mr. Ward, and stop interfering? What could you, of all people, possibly have to say to me?
That's not a bad point. Perhaps you'll be more interested in what Mr. Toussaint has to say. Shall we go to your room, then? Or would you rather discuss this in the open?
Yes, my room, sir.
So you've read the notes and understand your situation. Whether you face eternal damnation now is a point of debate. You assume that this is linked to this magical nullness you have. You may well be wrong, but if you do this, then you are locking yourself onto that path. And Mr. Toussaint will ensure your remaining days will not be easy. Magic or no.
He's right. I'm a damned fool. I wanted so much to be special. To have what the others have. But now you have taken that hope from me. Maybe you will have saved my soul. But even now, I think I'd pay that price for a taste of that. If he wasn't going to rob my chance to use and appreciate it, I would curse you both if I didn't know there would be no venom in my bite. But he wins. I forsake this ritual. and I forsake this seance. I have no want to see others enjoying what I will never have. I hope they see their ghost and more. So much more. Now, I would really like to be left alone. I have a lot to think about.
Got you. Mrs. Erickson is no longer attending the seance, using Mr. Toussaint as a safeguard. I have talked Mrs. Erickson down. I was right. The gauge decreases as people's plans for the seance change. I'm still unsure for the device's purpose, but my gut says I want this as decreased as possible by the seance. The seance has attracted the likes of Mrs. Erickson, then Mrs. Dean may be in even more danger than I realize. I was able to make her see sense, but I doubt that's enough to spare her from eternal damnation. She's a fraud, an unrepentant sinner, with no regard for the harm caused by her pursuit of power. How many desperate people has she cheated to get this far? Can she atone for what she's already done? That is, if she even realizes she needs to. Regardless, she's no longer my concern. Okay. I am gonna search the place. With the time I have. Outdoor jacket, there's nothing in the pockets. An empty hat box. Letters requesting gramophone records for the rooms, respectively for the drawing room and the bedroom for one Dr. Callahan. A letter complaining about the housekeeper and her familiarity and curiosity. Mail to be delivered into town. Nothing to expect requests for supplies. A response from Mr. Varley, who seems to have asked after a child on behalf of the young mother. A letter assures him the child is safe, but is otherwise not forthcoming. Administrative files, nothing of value. Various books on management, accountancy, and running a hotel. The listing of all the guests invite planned for these events. There's a masked ball this evening at 9 p.m. in the ballroom. Tomorrow there's a silent dinner at 8 p.m. in the dining room. Tomorrow evening, the grand seance takes place in the hedge maze at 9 p.m. Talks held daily in the drawing room, located in the west corridor. Information on talks to the posted outside the room each morning. A listing of who's staying in which room. Mrs. Dean's name is not here. There are only 4 unoccupied rooms, rooms 2, 7, 15, and 21. One of these must have housed her. Letter from a supplier requesting payment for goods delivered here for this event. Today's newspaper, brief article on gathering the strange guests in the manor, unwelcoming tone. Okay. Old newspapers from the past few days. Various letters from guests making requests to the hotel for the duration of their stay. Okay. My video is very much delayed. I want to check what's happening. Okay. Okay. I wonder if a few of these... Wait, also, I need to check the rooms. So, it was... room... I need to check. Wait. Would I be able to check through here? After I just go into Mr. Barley. I think he said 2, 7 something and 15 and 21? 2, 7, 15 and 21. Okay. That's right, that's crazy. 2, 7, 15 and 21. Two, 7, 15 and 21. Communal washroom for men staying at the manor. Used to have been read many times. Enter. Must have unused bedrooms open. Okay. The bed warmer hasn't been used in some time. Somebody seems to have gotten called away in the middle of cleaning the fireplace. They left nothing of note in their haste. There's no events right now? breakfast. And this is where I get Darcy's key to... Ah. Ghost Tale. I don't see the author listed. Child's blocks. It's under the bed. I found a children's toy under the bed in the room too. I wonder if they are from the young master of the previous guest. Book of spooky stories for children. The pages on vampires are folded in. There's nothing remarkable about this. Okay. Well, there was nothing remarkable about this room. Oh, except those loose floorboards. What? Squeak, but nothing noticeable. Okay. Let me go to the dinner. Oh, the breakfast, I mean. I think it was this way. If I remember correctly.
Hello again, sir. You here for the meal?
Yep. Your name?
Sorry, sir. My name's Doyle. Seamus Doyle. So, the meal. Certainly, sir. Let me show you to your seat.
Thanks. Thanks very much.
If you're looking for a seat, you're welcome to join us. I'm sure my companion here won't mind.
Why not? I'm being educated on the specifics of tomorrow evening's séance, and why, apparently, is so impressive.
Declan Ward, pleased to meet you both.
Allow me to introduce Mrs. Olivia Darcy, and I am Lloyd Dupre.
Would you believe that he's somewhat of an expert on all things related to death?
She means I am an undertaker.
More than that, evidently. We were just talking about this grand séance, and I'm trying to understand what it is that makes it so grand. All séances are used to speak to ghosts. Is that not the entire point of them? So, wherein lies the distinction? Surely, if Miss Mantovani has held a séance before, then she has also made a ghost talk before.
No, though I understand the confusion. We have gotten close to that feat, parallel to it, but direct communication has not been achieved. Seances are used to invite a ghost to communicate, and to provide a means for them to do so. In the most successful cases, the spirit speaks through the medium themselves. But those cases are debunked at worst, and uncorroborated at best. There is no way to prove beyond doubt that the medium did not make it up. Now, in any records of direct sightings, and this is true of my own encounters, the ghosts cannot speak for themselves. Miss Mantovani intends to...
Oh dear, I've made a right hames of this. Don't fret, nothing's broke.
Oh, do you need help, Mrs. Joyce?
Oh no, sir, thank you. I managed to drop it. I can manage to pick it back up, I'm sure.
Take the key.
What a ruckus.
That poor woman. Anyway, where was I? Yes. The hope is that Miss Mantovani, with the right time, place, and people around her, will cut out the middleman, or middlewoman in this case, and have the spirit speak for itself.
Is that really possible?
Tomorrow night, the veil between worlds will be at its thinnest, and it's especially thin here, in this part of the country. Then, the hotel. It's not without its storied history. Plenty of uncrossed souls in these walls. That, of course, is where the danger lies.
Danger?
Spirits aren't to be trifled with. That gets forgotten sometimes.
Do you think we'll be in danger attending the seance?
I am putting my trust in Miss Montavani. I don't believe she'll lead us wrong. We'll be fine, I think. So long as no one disturbs her workings.
Perhaps I'll stand farther back from the proceedings than I initially planned. But I don't think I'm done with my questions, Mr. Dupre. I want to know more about your practice. After breakfast, would you join me for some air out front?
It would be my pleasure.
But I could have sworn I'd left my key here. Maybe I dropped it. I'm sorry, Mr. Dupre. We will have to postpone that conversation. Once we're finished here, I'll need to go to reception and ask whether anyone has turned in my key.
Of course, madam. I'll be in the courtyard, should you find time to join me.
What in the planet is happening with my stuff? Chair's been knocked off balance. Young ladybird frame hanging askew. Painting of a stag sits askew. Somebody pass this way. Open at 10 a.m. Okay. Into a stag with skew. East corridor. It's another pattern like in the dream. Right. Secret door. There's a door hidden behind that wall. Am I still dreaming? Yeah, be entering the random door. The air is rotted here. This is an unholy place. It's possibly held water. This looks like the bones. This color appears to be human. Was that a... No, it couldn't have been. My eyes are deceiving me. A hallucination caused by gas or mold in the air, perhaps? But then, how can I explain these flames? I don't want to think about what the stains were. I can see brown stains on them that suggest they were used. Oh, okay. What's this? What in God's name was that? The hole wasn't there before. Okay. Right. Hmm. How in the planet did I do the first one? This is even worse than the first one. Another skeleton in pieces. Is this what she wanted me to find? Okay, I was searching the rooms. I need to search Miss Darcy's room, like, now. Contains bed linens and towels, mostly. Small brass key used by staff should open any of the bedrooms leading to the atrium. I can use this to open Mrs. Erickson's, Mrs. Barbosa's, Mr. Toussaint's, Miss Montavani's, and Mr. Skird's rooms. A note reads, "Where did I leave that damned Bible?" Then a followed up note, "Of course I left it handy for the Mass on Sunday." Something in the water is giving the room a foul odor. A wheelchair? Who does this belong to? The wheels are worn, but the seat itself looks new. Perhaps it has been refurbished? Whoa, wait. Did I see this first time? I did. What? What does these symbols mean? Is it a combination? Oh, wait. Yes, there was that book. I think the next one is this one. Then I'll have to check. Records. Was it this? Yes, plus D triangle diamond. Plus D triangle diamond. Plus D triangle diamond. Stone crest. The reddish stains are rust. At least I pray they are. Otherwise I need to ask why it's lying amidst the housekeeper's effects. Oh. Whoa, wait, this is the bathhouse. Tile has been used. Strange given this room something. Oh. Oh my goodness. I've never been here. Oh, this is so cool. None of it interests me. Wait. Let me test these. Locked. 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 Uh-huh, locked. Yep, locked. More lockedness. Locked. 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 Am I gonna find any that are not locked? I'm starting to doubt it. Okay, so this is changing room corridor. And this is bathhouse. Did I check in there already? I must have. Wait, what? Unused towel, slightly... What? Slightly what? You know what? I'm gonna assume they're all locked. Now. Now I will assume they're all locked. And I can't enter the bathhouse. Okay. It's fine. Okay. 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 I lost track of what I was doing. Oh, I have access to all the rooms now. Yes, I do. A portrait of a woman with dark hair. She's holding an ornate vase that looks to be Egyptian. That's curious. Plague reads Lady Willamar Blake. A roughly made crown of wood and leather. A yew branch with the simplest of ornamentation, but he carries it proudly. He looks to be living at a hermit's life. His belt is quite eye-catching. Wow. I have the key for these places, so I'm gonna go search them immediately. Okay. It's clearly been handled with care. Local land records of the library here. There's quite the number of books here, but there doesn't seem to be any sort of identifying them. Traveling documents detailing a journey starting from Brazil in March of this year. She arrived in Lisbon in June. She's then worked her way up to Ireland over 3 months. She was in Ireland for about 6 weeks before this event. Seems super familiar, boot. Miss Barbosa's schedule for the weekend. I've noted her movements in my timetable. Emerald into right majiggy jag. I'm going the absolute wrong way. Burial record from late last year. It's mostly in Portuguese, but from what I can make out, it seems to be Miss Barbosa's mother. The only thing of note here is the following. Why do my dreams have me stuck in this place? It's endless halls and confusing doors. I want to get out, but I cannot. The night that the dream does not wake me, I end up at the seance. I think... Is my father there? Another person has experienced the same dream as Miss Dean and I. Could I find 2 more? Photograph of younger Inez Barbosa with a woman who bears a striking resemblance to her. Her mother, perhaps.
Oh, please. You think this is the first time I have had scripture nailed to my door? And Leviticus 20:27? This is not even original. I think I know who did this. I will have to talk with her. But for now, I need a moment to sit.
Her? Who could she be talking about, and what does the Bible verse mean? Clearly, someone in the hotel has bad blood with Miss Mantovani. She thinks it's a woman. Could it even be Mrs. Dean? And that knife. Something tells me they're not likely to stop the threats. Also, after I do this, I need to mark up some things on the timetable. Talk of history of the Blake Manor. And then lunch. And I'll go to the ball. Okay. I've already been there. I've searched her room already. Hand down Irish keepsake, an old brooch in Irish style. This image is on it is an old oak tree. Either is an attempt to blend in or out of practicality. She is wearing local fashion along with what I assume are her usual clothes. Okay. So, I think I'm gonna meet Miss Quinn here. Okay, certain topics can be researched in the library. Uncover further information. Key research topics will always be found on the research desk. The bookshelves can be used to gain supplementary information. Topics can be learned from other characters, evidence, and other research topics. Research desk. This will be useful if I want to look up anything. A map of Ireland and one connects the region of a hotel sits in. Some sections are carefully marked out. Various books detailing historical land ownership in this region. I want to get that letter down there. Like, I can see there's a letter there. Book Miss Quinn's schedule. I've made note of her movements. Bottle of sherry. It's open, but it's only missing a drink or two. Information on Mary Blake. Oh, okay. What would come up by now? It's dying out.
Hey!
Hey, you're very enthusiastic
Don't
to see me.
sneak up on people like that.
Oh, she got scared. That makes sense.
If you were the porter with my telegram, sure. But no, just some guy getting too close. Who are you anyway?
Sorry to alarm you, miss. I'm Declan Ward. I'm a late arrival.
Oh, the guy Quinn called out this morning. I am Inês Barbosa. This place is boring and cold. But the boat over from Brazil was worse, so I won't complain.
Strange dreams. Have you experienced any strange dreams since coming here? Just the one dream since coming here, which is odd enough itself, yes. I walk the halls of this place. Well, not these halls. They look similar, but longer and taller. I try to find my way away home, I think, even though I myself will not return to Brazil. There are doors blocking the corridor itself. I had to move something like light to unlock them. I think I do not understand that part. Eventually I am at the seance and can go no further. Do you mean something like that? I noticed you're picking some of the local fashion. I left in a hurry and packed light. Why would you have me do? Freeze? Your brooch, it looks to carry a story. It was my father's, or maybe his mother's. He didn't bring much with him when I left Ireland, and he has even less on him the day he died, defending my mother. My mother took this and ran. She passed it to me, so I would have something of his. Do you have much in the way of family back home? None. My mother was an escaped slave. She raised me in Colombo. I lived here my whole life, almost entirely not leaving until slavery was abolished in 1888. Even then, we were slow to trust the outside. But last year, my mother and I went to Rio to see Christmas there. She was nervous, but I was excited. We ate oranges and sugared nuts. Despite the heat, we even tried mulled wine. As a gift, we took a photograph. I'm glad we did. It is all I have left of her. A man saw us that day, a captain of the forest who had run-ins with my mother and her camp. His job was to recapture slaves back when slavery was in full force. Bitter at having never found our settlement, he followed us back that day. Then he returned that night with some friends, all of them drunk. They began to shoot up the place, killing many, including my mother. Those they did not kill, they captured, and so my home was destroyed, and my family killed and scattered. My lord, that was awful. Yes, I feel adrift in the world. Maybe someday I will find something good in that freedom, but not yet. What are your plans for this weekend, Miss Barbosa? Skip, 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 skip. Land records. Does this book mean anything to you? I was reading it, looking for information on families that used to live around here. Quinn gave it to me, but it was no help. Still, she is good to offer it. Okay. This might sound strange, but have you seen a woman on the grounds washing clothes? Sim, but this is one of the staff, no? What's her name? Caitlin? I called out to her to see what she was washing in the horse trough, but she did not reply. I left her to it. I don't know the customs of this place.
I have to be off.
Oh, if you see that lazy porter, tell him I want my telegram.
Actually need to talk to her about the dream.
Again?
You had such a strange dream that night I got here. I was trapped in a corridor somewhere in the manor. Have you experienced similar? Oh, well, of course. I have, but I could not discuss something so personal. I'm sorry. When you are so deeply attuned, as I am, these things take their toll. I wouldn't say that's a direct match for the dreams Miss Dean and I had. It's close, but not enough.
I won't bother you anymore.
Goodbye now.
Okay. Okay. delightful. My collection of recordings of classical music. I did see a gramophone in my room. I suppose this must have been put here for our guests. Perhaps this one marked music for the confusion of sleep would be of use to me. Many books, but nothing stands out. Hold up. What's this? There's a well-worn Bible hidden behind the other books. A well-loved Bible. Many pages have been dog-eared, and several pages ringed. One of the pages has been ringed so thoroughly and so many times that the pages has worn through. Leviticus 20:27. A man or woman who is a medium or a wizard must be put to death. You will stone them with stones, for their blood is upon their hands. And on that inside cover, in looping cursive, are the initials CJ. The housekeeper, Mrs. Caitlin Joyce. It was Mrs. Joyce who vandalized the flyer, but why? Any number of books here, but none catch my eye. The Glooming, a book of poems by Miss Quinn, it seems. It's a bleak tone, with each piece detailing the gruesome death of a loved one. It was published last year. Okay, so it was... Let me go back to those rooms. It was 2, 7, 15, and 21? Seven. Okay. $13, $16, $7, $8. $7. It's not locked. They must have used unused bedrooms open. Well thumbed Bible, copy of a Bible. Pile of old ashes. Cobweb. This place hasn't been dusted for a while. Some burnt scraps of paper remain, enough that I can make out the message. Meet in room 7 after your bar shift and steal us some wine. Now, timetable. The bar is open till 5. I do have it marked. Hello, Zaggy. My nose is itchy. Okay. Nothing under there. I'm not sure that this is Miss Steen's room. But I'm gonna search it anyway, because why not? Okay. Well. That's it. Since, ooh, it's these floorboards. Recently replaced by very secure as a result. Okay. So now I actually know something about this room. That's some good stuff. Seems this book on calling the dead, written by Miss Motovani. Oh, okay. Now, I need to... Some torn material, thick cotton with some signs of decoration. A night dress, perhaps? Okay. Hedge maze. And small. One shoe came off in the mud. Where were they going? Boot prints? They have sunken into the ground. Whoever was standing here was here for a while. From their placement, they seem to be following the other person around the maze. Oh yeah, the locker key. Okay, key, it doesn't look strong enough for a door. Perhaps some sort of locker? Movements. It's like they were slowly moving around the hedge maze. From their placement, they seem to be following the person around the maze. What's this? The petals. They're arranged in some sort of unnatural shape. Another memory, but what was that thing with Miss Dean? It was too large to be a person. And transparent? Was it leading her through the maze? If so, to where? Was it another ghost or something else? And who was that person watching it all? Was that the culprit observing their details? The deeds? Wait, what's that sound? Oh!
Oh. Well, what are you going to say to the manager? Hardly likes me anyway. Can I help you, or whatever it is you want out here?
What has you out here, of all places? What have you got there?
Well, I'm not letting you have any. God knows, this stuff's hard enough to get already. Anything decent is. I'm less likely to be bothered when I'm on my break. Not completely safe, though, apparently. Well, from the likes of you. Other people seem to forget that anyone could be in here at all. When they take their arguments outside, forget they might be heard.
Have you heard anything interesting? Tell me what you heard, and I promise this encounter stays between us.
Fine.
Evelyn Dean.
Her. Last Tuesday, work was quiet, so I slipped out here. I overheard her having a fight about something. Well, I don't know. Since we're good pals now, I'll tell you that I did try to get closer, but it was too risky. Probably some of this magic stuff they're all so keen on. You'd need to ask him, I guess. No. All I could tell you is that it was a man. She was the one with the raised voice. Mostly drowned him out. Then she stormed off. I don't know if he followed, but by the time I'd worked myself to a good vantage point, he was gone too. Bloody maze.
This has been helpful.
Is this why she's not been about the last few days? Vardy says she left, but I don't know.
I don't know, but I hope to learn.
Well, if you're gonna be snooping about, it was 8 PM they fought. I know because the bar was quiet with all the Blue Bloods playing bridge.
Thank you.
Okay. Who was Miss Dean arguing with before she went missing, and why? I can start by ruling out Father Signot and Mr. O'Finn, as they hadn't arrived by then, and Mr. Doyle, since the information came from him. Walter too, as it was an adult man she fought with. Father Signot, Mr. O'Finn, Doyle, and Walter. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go there quickly. After I figure out the puzzle. Okay, Mrs. Dean was stalked through the hedge maze by a third party, while a shadowy made by a shadowy figure while a third party watched. Is that right? I feel like that should be right. While a third party watched. Okay. Brought to the hedge maze by a shadowy figure while a third party watched.
Thing guided Miss Dean through the grounds, though I'm not yet sure to where. The whole time they were being watched by the culprit. Can I learn anything useful about the culprit from this?
It just happened to be that the shadowy figure came for them too. They were hiding from the entity. The boot prints belonged to them.
The extra prints in the hedge maze must belong to the culprit. So now I know they wear a medium-sized boot. I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
Okay, I was led to the hedge maze where Mrs. Dean trail went cold. What was the thing that led Miss Dean through the maze? Was it another ghost or something else? Maybe the staff have heard of it or seen it before, or maybe some of the guests might not. Okay. I just see? Was that real? A giant figure smithing? What could it mean? Oh, I need to go to the history of the place. Yes. Hmm. Oh. I could also get a reading.
Ah, Signor Ward. Yes?
Yes. And you are?
My name? My name, Signor, is Carmela Mantovani. The same Carmela Mantovani who is hosting tomorrow evening's seance. The guest of honor, if you will.
The psychic. Is that how you know my name?
Ah, you flatter my abilities, Signor. No, I overheard the staff mention and you guessed, and worked the rest out. I am something of the detective, no? Another example. I think perhaps you're here for a different reason. Something not like the others.
And why would you say that, madame?
You do not recognize me or my name. I would wager good money that no others came this far west without some idea of those details. Come, allow me to read your cards. Perhaps we can discover your real reason for attending. Maybe you will find a little direction along the way.
After that display, how can I refuse?
Come closer then, Signor. A 3-card spread, Signor. 1 card for your past, 1 for your present, and 1 for your future. Let us begin. The 3 of Swords. Swords cover the intellectual realm. And this one in particular deals with heartbreak. Love, perhaps?
Surely your cards can tell you which.
They're pieces of paper, Signor. They can't answer anything. They put you in front of questions that you may choose to ask yourself. Or not.
If these cards are to mean anything, only you will know it. The Tower. Major Arcana. These cards deal with big, life-changing affairs. As you can see, lightning, fire, destruction, and chaos are the purview of this card.
That sounds bad.
What is bad? This card would suggest that you are, or soon will be, in the middle of something significant and unavoidable. Bad is not the right word, but neither is it good.
Oh, the wind!
Does that mean anything?
Everything means something, Signor. Normally, a card is upright or reversed. When upright, this card, the Wheel of Fortune, means good luck, prosperity. Reversed, it means, as you may suspect, bad luck and the misfortune. On its side, I believe it means both are possible. I think your future, perhaps all of our futures, are very much in your hands. However you resolve your tower, this here and now, your own reason for attending, it seems likely to affect us all. You see, I was not wrong. There is more for you here than a mere seance.
Indeed. Though I am unsure what all this means.
It means, Signor, tread carefully, but act decisively. So much hangs in the balance. And now, perhaps a more traditional conversation, see? What should we discuss, Signor Ward?
What's your plans for the weekend? Oh, but I plan to spend much of
That's all.
Of course.
Good stuff. You guys get any of that? I bet you did. Okay. I'm gonna go to the talk now. Also, I feel like I will miss it. I feel like I might already be too late, but...
Another crow?
Oh.
Is that Master Walter watching the grounds from the Blake residence? That's quite the vantage point, I wonder what secrets he's seen.
Okay. I need to go to the drawing room to have the talky talk. Also, I need to mark some things off. Mark some people off. So, I'm eliminating him. I cannot eliminate yet. Okay. It's fine. I didn't want to eliminate people anyway.
Welcome, all of you, to my home. I am Jonathan Blake, the Marquess of Doon, Lord of this manor, and all the land that can be seen from it. I've been asked to speak with you about the house and its history, which dates back to 1652. My ancestor, Edward Blake, was granted this land in the winter of 1651. The following summer, work began on the castle that, in turn, became this manor. The building has been expanded many times over since then, and you would be hard-pressed to tell the original building and the additions apart. But the main compound is roughly expanded to 5 times its original size. This is not counting the basement, which was added in the late 1700s. Of course, the Great Famine was hard on much of Ireland, and we were no exception. Those were hard years on the land and our family. My father sold much of the estate and made some daring investments across Europe. They did not pay off. And so, when I was of age and title, I turned the manor into a hotel. What remains of the land is still farmed or forested, of course. You, sir, a question.
Thank you, Marquess. Not to turn things gruesome, but is it true, what they say about the walled-up rooms?
Spending too much time digging around in our library, eh, Mr. Scarrett? Certainly, it is rumored that Percival Blake bricked away 2 young lovers for angering him, set across from one another, so they could hear each other's final days. That said, no such chambers were found, nor records of work being done that matched the timing. It is true that a young couple did indeed vanish with no record, but that wasn't uncommon for that era. Over the years, some staff, and yes, even guests, have reported hearing sobs from a young woman in the east of the manor. But given the lack of evidence, these are likely flights of fancy. As such, we continue to display a portrait of Percival Blake. That said, I did have it moved from the main halls on the staff's request. Now it is in one of the towers, though I can't recall which.
Thank you, Marquis. Any more tragic deaths to share?
All death is tragic, Mrs. Darcy. I'm not sure this place has any more tragedy than any other family in this land.
Then why all the ghost stories? I don't think we all gathered here for no reason.
That's perhaps a better question for Miss Mantovani. No more questions? Okay, let us conclude then. Thank you all for your time. I shall take my leave. But I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay here at Blake Manor.
Oh, that took really long. I thought I was supposed to click something. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom quickly. I'll be back. I have not searched Mrs. Darcy's room as of yet. What do I actually want to talk to though? Him? A cross in Celtic style, a sign of his faith mingled with one of his heritage. His hands are red raw, with a subtle but unmistakable smell of modern doctor's office. Stronger smell of cigars in the man's breath, and his mustache is stained with them. Mysterious crest on his necktie. He's wearing a crest pinned to his necktie, but I don't recognize it. He's not leaning on it, it's just for show. She does not seem impressed with something. This event, the attendees, or me, perhaps. An intricate brooch, perhaps representing something, and less dainty than one would expect such a lady to wear. Evidence of a ring, worn for a long time and since removed. Ah, and I've ended up inspecting him. Society with a psych research symbol. Okay, a crest which reads Society of Psychical Research. A notebook in his pocket. A notebook worn around the edges, kept in close hand. Does not look well. His resurrectix looks different to any I've seen. A Bible, but not one that I recognize. Scrying looks as if he's seen some sort of combat. Okay. I'm gonna talk to him that he can take a
new
photo.
face. You're a little late, but you haven't missed the main event at least.
My name is Declan Ward. Pleased to meet you, Mr.
Doctor, as it happens. Dr. Rory Callahan. Very pleased to meet you too. And yes, before you ask, I am related to Thea Callahan. But I've taken what she's taught me and improved it through the application of science. And this weekend, I will prove the value of my approach, once and for all.
Okay. Forgive me for asking, but are your hands okay? Oh, ha. Yes, they are. I work with chemicals, carbolic acid, and sterilized wounds, and the various others to develop pictures. It has my hands left looking worse for wear, though. Do you often wear that pin? Oh, yeah, this, you know. It's habit, settles patience. I forget I even had it on. I'm a pagan myself, but this is Ireland. A strong sense of guilt and shame has been bred into even the freest of us. Okay. I found I have strangest dreams staying here. You as well. My aunt and I have found we're having overlapping thoughts from our dreams, and such strange symbols too. Stuff we've not encountered before. But if we both draw the patterns without describing them to one another, they match up. Were you walking down a corridor, sealed doors, and improbable windows? I didn't recall anything like that before, but now that you've said it, I do. It's the seance, of course. I always end up there, or maybe it's the house itself. Either way, it's fascinating, and I intend to find out more. The second person experienced not just odd dreams, but specifically variations of the same dream. One more would confirm my theory.
I have to be
well.
Want to check his camera that he can take the photo? Camera with a strange attachment on the front with an engraving that says Spirit Lens.
Mr. Ward.
Spirit camera. I've seen one of these before. It's at a fair. A camera, I believe? A good eye, Mr. Ward. And only partially wrong. It is a camera, yes, but one modified to work as a spirit camera. Well, I modified it to work better as one. Any camera, in the right circumstances, can capture spirit, of course. But my lens filters the image through complex geometry made of peridot, selenite, black tourmaline, labradorite, lapis lazuli, and clear quartz stones to both bring out the spirit and protect against it. I thought, what better place to really put this device to the test than here? These halls and, dare I say, the people here are likely crawling with spirits. I even set up a dark room in my quarters so I can quickly develop images. This way, people can take away a copy should they wish. Would you care for a picture? See who or what wants you? Aha. Yeah. Excellent. Come. In my room. I have everything needed to take and develop your picture quickly. Lead the way. Okay.
Now, are you ready? Comfortable?
Yes, I think I am.
Then sit still and look at the camera.
Jesus,
And
the
we're
blinded
done.
me.
It'll take me a few minutes to develop it.
Please, Doctor. If you mean to make a fool of me, you have gone too far.
This is no prank. Whoever that spirit is...
Eamon. My brother. Eamon.
Eamon is with you, in a way. I should be clear. You are Catholic, yes? Perhaps a way to explain it is to think of him as a guardian angel. But in truth, we don't know. Look there, at Miss MacLeod. No spirits. It's not that there is no loss in her life. So why? Nobody has been able to really explain things like this. That is why this event and Miss Mantovani's promises draw so many. Here. Take a copy. And with it, take solace that your brother is watching over you.
Thank you, Doctor. This means a lot to me. I can see why you champion these newer ways.
Doesn't seem concerned about Enman watching over me. Is he watching over me or is he haunting me? Would Dr. Callahan be so sure Enman was a guardian angel if he knew what happened?
Mary? As in Mary Blake?
Ah, that one. Yes, possibly. The clothing and hairstyle matches the era, certainly.
Have you shown the Marquess?
No. I have considered it and felt it was more ethical to wait until after the seance. I don't want to set him up for failure, hoping she might show up. Maybe afterwards, but we'll see.
Okay. It's MacLeod. You can see she's not shadowed by anything here. She looks a little lost without Mrs. Lau by her side. The image of Mr. Mir did not come out so well. This must be the church in the back of the grounds. Another photo of Miss Evelyn Dean. She looks more haunted than in the other picture. I wonder why. This confirms for me that the doctor took the photograph I now have. Did he send it to me? Then, or was it taken from his room? Okay. Goodness. Notes to self. Request gramophones from me can attempt to... Okay, well, this is rather fragile if you wouldn't mind exercising some caution. I want the record though. But... fine. I guess. Okay. I think that is where I'm... Let me actually zoom in, you know? Do the usual things. After I save, you know? Okay. So yeah, that was really good. I really freaking like this game. So I'm gonna go through some more parts of it, you know, the usual. And then, yeah, I will be playing it tomorrow again. And this weekend, I might be playing some Valorant. Woo! But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you watched the whole time, I appreciate you. Love the support. And goodbye, chat. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like my content on YouTube. And follow on Twitch.